can see exactly, I know I have so many examples that I can tell you by the decimal point, whether it's 22.5%, 22.3%, 24.6%, or whether, I have them all put in a spreadsheet for all those people interested in purchasing my course. This is the day 2 continuation. This happens a lot. Also, it happens in big caps, and also it happens about majority of them. You want to use it in small caps. The next setup, let's see if I can move this a little bit to the right. Right here, the next step is first green day bounce. This is first green day bounce. You've seen that I made a huge gain on a first green day bounce. Just a stock that's been selling off from $20. You have red candle, red candle, red candle, red candle, red candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I prefer them to have at least 8 red candles. The more red candles, the better. And what happens is I prefer them to dilute from the high here of $20 to dilute at least 80% of the price. So when the stock sells every single day and goes down to $3, $3 is diluted at 85% of its value, I like to buy the stock as it breaks yesterday's high. So in this situation, after 9 red candles in a row and of selling, the stock pretty much broke, I pretty much like to label yesterday's high on the daily, and I pretty much draw that out at 4. And then right here, I look at the intraday. So say at 7 a.m., the stock pretty much flirts around with 4. And when it breaks 4, it spikes up and it goes to 10. That means from 4 to like 10 or something like that. Or maybe it's 3, maybe it's 4. I don't know, whatever it is. But from 4 to like 10, I don't think it goes to 10, but it goes, if I tell you the exact how much it goes on the first free green day bounce, we just had an example with SMX. SMX, we bounced from, $20, $23 to about $40. So it bounced around, about 100%. But the average of what I've experienced on the first green day bounce pattern, the average that I was able to make was around 33 to 34%. So I made 50K on SMX just the other day using the first green day bounce strategy. And, I could have made a lot more because I bought it at 23 and sold at 30 and went to 40. So I could have made way more than 22%. I could have made 30 or more, but my average from my data is around 34%. The next strategy I have is the 7 a.m. push. This strategy shows up primarily in the morning. It only shows up in micro floats. And it shows up, when micro floats are hot, floats underneath 1 million, I pretty much look at 7 o'clock a.m. and I look at stocks to, all of them have range. They don't really have to have news, but they need to have a clean chart, have range, a past runner, and have a clear resistance point. So when I see a stock at 7 a.m., I see a stock just hovering around, I don't know, between 3 to 6, I don't know, between 4 to like 7 or whatever. Right here. So you have a less than 1 million float. Keep that in mind. So it's a micro float, less than 1 million in float. It has a clean chart over here. And then you have, a stock that you buy it, right before the 7 a.m. push. Sometimes it doesn't happen at 7 a.m. Sometimes it happens at 6:45. Sometimes it happens at 6:30, but I've seen it happen more often than not. The idea behind it is, this strategy works only on floats underneath 1 million. It's a pre-market push of micro floats. Keep that in mind. It does not work as well between, 1 million and 10 million. It doesn't work that well, but it primarily works under 1 million. So after we pretty much discussed here all these strategies that I have, I also have 3 or 4 different strategies for shorting. Make sure you buy my course and get into the live trading room in the Discord room. But these are pretty much intraday patterns. That means I pretty much figure out whether it has my criteria here, the float, the news, the daily chart. So these are like, the volume. These are just how I pick stocks. Based on, liquidity, based on the chart, based on the news, based on the float, and then based on, what is the percentage of the gap. I need a stock that was gapping up at least 30, 25%. So now I pretty much look at different types of setups. In this situation, I have 3 different setups using VWAP. VWAP is very important. That's where big money is. So think about it as a brick wall. Always think about it as a brick wall.